Good afternoon, guys and gals. I'm making this quick video, no frills, no fanfare, just because I had an issue with my Xbox. I received an error, system error E102 00000 C01 8007 0003. Yeah, I had to read that off my computer screen. I received it after playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. That game had an issue where seemingly it would make your Xbox just randomly turn off just out of the blue for no reason. It did that to my Xbox several times until one day my Xbox powered off and never powered back on. I got this, something went wrong, and sent to that troubleshooting screen with the error code I just read out. There you have a few options to restart your Xbox, does nothing. Reset your Xbox, we have two options to keep all your apps and files and stuff like that, and I guess reset the operating system behind it. Didn't work. Full factory reset, wipe everything clean, get your Xbox back the way it came from Microsoft. Didn't work. And then boot from the offline mode, where you literally get a USB drive, go to the Microsoft site, download the Xbox operating system, which I think is OSU1, something to that nature. But if you have this error and you put it on Google, you will find all the links and articles. And if you choose to do an offline reset, then it'll show you what file you need to get and everything like that. Tried all that stuff. In fact, when I did the offline mode, I downloaded the file to the USB, plugged the USB into the Xbox, clicked A, I got like a chime on sound and an immediate chime off sound. It couldn't update. So my guess is that the operating system is so corrupt that you just cannot boot from it. You can't even upload the operating system again to it. So my thought was, you know what, maybe my hard drive is messed up. Right, that's my initial thought, and I went through my whole process thinking that. But now I've come to realize that it's just the operating system that might be so corrupt that you just cannot work. The hard drive is just not gonna accept it. Now, other people have said that it may be a motherboard issue. So if that happens to be your issue, then you just may be screwed, and you'd have to, if you're under warranty, send your Xbox back. If you're not under warranty, then you have to do what I did and take a chance. And here's what I did. I thought again that the hard drive was messed up, so I thought maybe I could replace my hard drive. And actually, I have an external drive, an SSD, that I have connected to the Xbox. That's how I run my games because it's faster than the mechanical drive inside. So I went on YouTube and I looked for a video to tell me how to open up my Xbox and replace the drive. I found one. It was pretty good, very good, and pretty detailed. I'd say 90% detailed. The only thing it lacked was, details on how to really get the plastic covering. So if you're willing to take a chance and you don't believe that you have a motherboard issue, I suggest you do this. Now, I had an SSD, like I said, and I wanted to just put it inside the Xbox. Instead of having it externally, if I'm going through all this, might as well just put it on the inside, right? 2 terabyte SSD internally, beautiful thing. So I looked at the video. I had the tools necessary, which was like a T8 screwdriver bit and a T10 screwdriver bit. That's all you really need, and tweezers. If you find a good video, you know what I'm talking about. Tweezers, take out this little thin tape type connector, and then it's just unscrewing and removing plastic. The hardest part is removing the plastic shell from the Xbox, because you just have to really feel what you're doing so you'll be able to reverse the process. Okay, that was the hardest part. So if you're willing to take a chance, this is what you do. It seems that all you have to do is reformat your hard drive. Now, like I said, I had an SSD externally that I want to put in there, but if you don't, you might even be able to reformat the hard drive that's in your Xbox. You just have to have USB connectors. Like I said, I have an external SSD. It's actually hooked up to an external aperture. I hope I said that word right. But that connects to the Xbox. So you could literally just take that out and plug it into the external casing and hook that up to your computer. You then reformat your drive, so it's like a blank, clean slate, and then you pop it right back into the Xbox. But I have my external SSD, 2 terabyte drive. I took that and plugged it into the Xbox. So it was reformatted to, NTFS format. I put it in there, closed back up my Xbox, and I took that same OSU1 file. I think that's the version that didn't work before. Plugged it back into the Xbox, and I chose to boot from the offline mode again. Nowhere chime, started taking the update. A few minutes later, well, not a few minutes later, a couple minutes later, my Xbox was back. Factory conditions with a brand new 2 terabyte SSD working internally. So if anything, I upgraded my Xbox. It's not even faster than before because this thing's working internally now. 2 terabytes of space. And get this, I took the old drive, plugged it into my external drive aperture. Well, I'm saying that word right. Plugged it into my computer, formatted it, and the drive works. The drive still works, and it's reformatted. And now I use that as my external video clip capture. You know, that's when I save a video on Xbox, it gets saved to that. So yeah, it seems the problem is the operating system is just so badly corrupted that it just screws the whole drive up, and you can't even just use the USB to reformat it. You have to literally take the hard drive out, reformat it on your computer, make it a blank slate, then you install that OSU1 update file, which is basically the operating system for Xbox. So it takes a little time. It takes some, opening your Xbox. It's a little scary. You have to work with that plastic frame and don't snap anything, don't break anything, but it's not that hard and it could save you $189. So again, if you get this error and you don't believe that it's a motherboard issue and you're willing to take a chance on opening up your Xbox and you just need just a little know-how, working with an external drive. You can reformat the one that's currently in there, or if you can't reformat, that's not your thing, you don't have an external aperture, whatever, then you can upgrade your Xbox, buy a new SSD, buy a new 1 terabyte SSD, buy a new 2 terabyte SSD, and that should already be formatted. If not, some of them will actually come with the cables to hook it up to your computer to format it, and just do that. So I'm hoping that this helps somebody who think, because I've seen a video of a guy who had the error. He went through all the steps, and what he did at the end of the video was he took his Xbox One S outside and smashed it on the ground out of frustration. That was his video fix. And when I saw that, this is what made me make this video, because this could prevent somebody from doing that, Okay, it takes a little time. It took me about 45 minutes total. You have to open up your Xbox. Sounds scary, but it's really not. And that can really save you $189 as opposed to sending it back to Microsoft or destroying your Xbox in your driveway. Okay, so again, I hope this helps. If you encounter this error, you don't believe it's a motherboard issue, none of the resets from the troubleshooting menu helps, you have to get your operating system reinstalled, and it might take you getting a brand new hard drive, and I suggest getting an SSD, or taking the one that's in there out and trying to reformat it and then trying again. Okay, so $189 versus a little elbow grease. It's worth a shot, especially like me. If you're out of warranty and you have no other option, hey, what do you got to lose, right? So again, hope this helps. Have a great day. See ya.